Hey, we're back at the top again today on the road to Pokemon Switch. This is week 15, or a different week just in case, because who knows, there could be a Nintendo Direct going up before this is supposed to get posted. So if you see this early, then there's a Nintendo Direct. Regardless, in today's stop on the road to Pokemon Switch, we are going to be looking at every option of a region that we could go to. And it's going to be the top 3 since really there are only 3 options. And I do want to spark a conversation in the comment section below. Let me know which option you think will be the most likely. So without further ado, let's dive in to the top 3 regions for Pokemon Switch. Before we hop into number 3, I want to explain how this is going to work. We will go over why this region is a possibility, why it's not possible, and then the verdict, with a little bit of discussion here and there. So, without further ado, number 3, we're going to take you back to 2007 because it is Sinnoh. And why I think this is the least likely to happen, well, let's go over it first. Why it's possible? Well, Diamond and Pearl remakes are the next in line because, of course, we had Red and Blue be remade, then Heart Gold and Soul Silver from Gold and Silver, and then Ruby and Sapphire. So, why not? Why can't it be? It's been 4 years since Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. The same amount of time between Heart Gold and Soul Silver and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And where's the counter-argument to that? Well, hold on, I'm gonna get to that. And what system is this new game coming on? Well, that's the Nintendo Switch. Game Freak does not start a new console with remakes. Let's check it out. Game Boy Color, that was Pokemon Crystal. Game Boy Advance, that was Ruby and Sapphire, a new generation. And technically Pokemon Crystal was just the 3rd version, so there you go. Nintendo DS, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Nintendo 3DS, Pokemon X and Y. Do you see where I'm getting at here? They've either been a new generation, or in Pokemon Crystal's case, which in itself, that doesn't really qualify because the Game Boy Color was just a variant of the Game Boy. So that's just throwing things clear into like the open, like you don't actually know about it. However, with the verdict, I don't think it's possible since even though it's been long enough for a new remake, they can't start on a new console with an old game. It just doesn't really fit their style and their history. If you traveled back in time to about a month ago and asked somebody what game was coming next, everyone would have said Generation 8. Now, that still could be up in the air, but with the recent rumors, who knows? But we're gonna see why it's possible first, and that is Game Freak always starts a new console with a brand new generation. I should have segued it to that, but alas, I did not. But think about it. They've done this nearly every time. Like I said before, with Generation 3, Generation 4, and Generation 6, all on new consoles, and technically Generation 1, but that's where it starts. And I don't see a reason why it won't be any different. We are 3 for 3 currently. Why would we not be 4 for 4? Well, that's because the rumors say otherwise. Of course, keep in mind, these are rumors, so look at it with a grain of salt, but when you see all these rumors and all these coincidences, how could you still think that it's Generation 8? Like, it just seems to be lining up perfectly that it will not be. So, what is the verdict? Well, if these rumors are fake, or if they are a spin-off, this would be the most likely direction that the Switch game would take in terms for Generation 8. But if these rumors are true, and they are main series games, then I cannot see that Generation 8 will be coming through, at least for now, unless they introduce a whole bunch of new things. I mean, in Generation 7, they added new Pokemon in the 2nd game, which is a enhanced version, like Yellow, Crystal, Platinum, and Emerald. So, who knows? There's a lot of recency bias going on in the Pokemon community, and that's due to the rumors. And those rumors involve the #1 region, Kanto, to return. And why is it possible? Well, I've already explained it. The rumors. Of course, combining that with a long ago screenshot that everybody thought was fake, which, again, still could be fake. And now you have people who are accepting that it could potentially be Kanto. And at the same time, of course, you also have people who think it's Kanto, but who aren't accepting that fact. And it still entirely could be, but why is it not possible at the same time? Well, everybody is tired of Kanto. That's literally the only thing I can think of and I can go off of right now. Think about it. you have Kanto in Generations 1 as the region, Generation 2 as a secondary region, the same in Generation 3 and 4, Generation 5 is like a reset, like a Kanto-inspired region. Generation 6 had all the pandering to Generation 1 with the Mega Evolutions, and in Generation 7, where all the Alolan forms were made from Generation 1 Pokemon. So I do understand why everybody is tired of Kanto, but those last 3 generations feel like they're just grasping at straws, you know? It has to be. So I do understand, but let me paint it in a different light on why it could be Kanto. They would not remake Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. That just doesn't make any sense. Think about it. If they do that, how many people are going to think that they're going to remake Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and then Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire? It would just be a consistent, vicious cycle of remake after remake after remake after remake, of a remake of a remake, it would not work. Do you understand that? And let me paint it in this light now on why it could be Kanto. It would not be a remake. It would have to be a sequel. I feel like there would be too much backlash if it was a regular remake, that having it a sequel of Heart Gold and Soul Silver would make it out so much better. Or if it's a continuation of Pokemon Sun and Moon, but it's in Kanto, and it follows up on, well, which one is canon? Pokemon Sun and Moon or Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon? Because Lily went to Kanto, but then Gladian went to Kanto in the other. Who knows? We'll have to find out if these rumors are true. And if the rumors are true, and everything is not a coincidence, this is the most likely option. So, take it or leave it, because we're gonna find out soon enough. But with that, that will wrap up this week on the road to Pokemon Switch. Of course, if there's a Nintendo Direct before this is originally supposed to show up, this will be posted earlier, and the Sunday that this is supposed to show up on will just be blank. That's just how things will go. Or maybe I might make another road to Pokemon Switch following up on it. We'll have to find out. But if you want to join on this long road full of hype and crazy speculation, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to sit right down next to me, because it's going to be a wild ride. With that, though, I want to thank you for watching, and I want to catch you back at the top later on as I slam my arm into my chair, because that's how we do what.